I've got a question for you. We hear and see on our Facebook a lot of white people saying, you know, I just want to listen right now. I just want to, you know, I don't want to be characterizing the nature of these protests. The term white-splaining has popped up, which I did not know about only a few days ago.
Yep.
But what do you say to people who are not people of color about
what do we do now?
What do we do now?
How do we be helpful without being stupid?
Mm-hmm. I think the people who are saying just listen are probably have the right idea. I think that, you know, the best way that a white person who wants to pitch in would be to help clean up the damage afterwards. You know, work beside some of the people in the neighborhood. You know, if better still, if they can pick a neighborhood they don't know. I mean, I did hear that was going on Shelton Avenue yesterday. And, you know, one of the things that I find, you know, both interesting and appealing about Germantown was, yes, it had white flight, but not all the whites fled. It's gotten newer, younger white residents who seem to be attracted by the very grittiness that make some people want to avoid it. And if they were all together out there trying to clean up the mess on Shelton Avenue, so much the better. The other thing would be to, you know, let their elected officials know that it's time we did something about some of these issues. I learned something recently about a provision in Pennsylvania law that makes it harder to get rid of bad cops. As you know, cops cannot strike in this state.
Didn't know that, but now we do.
Yes, they are forbidden from striking. And in exchange for giving up the right to strike, a law that was passed in the late 1960s puts police contracts and police discipline to arbitration. Apparently, the way it works is the arbitrators that get picked tend to be favorable to the police union.
Go figure.
And our police union, as you know, is run by a rather retrograde who, well, I'm not going to out and say he's a racist, but if it walks like a duck. Yes, quacks like a duck. You get the picture. He said things in the past that indicate that he has one of those all blacks are criminals views. So there's this conservative legislator from central Pennsylvania who's got a bill. He introduced it I think it was last session, that would, you know, change the way we pick the arbitrators to balance it out a little more. It's a step in the right direction. And I told him as much. Apparently the FOP scared everybody this year, and so the bill is kind of like sitting there in limbo.
Yeah, so contact your state reps and have them let them know.
Let them know we don't like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Another way I put it is the thin blue line needs to hold. The blue wall of silence needs to be dismantled.